Now it is my favourite time of the week where Trudi joins us for a beauty chat, and today she has the answers to the most asked beauty questions. Morning, Trudi.
Morning, how are we?
Really good, lovely to have you here. So some
you.
questions that everybody asks. Let's start with this one. What's the best way to cover a cold sore, and should I throw away my lipstick once I've used it?
Yeah, look, it is, yes, get rid of it if you've applied it to your lips. But, you know, you can cover cold sores, and this is the worst time of the year for them. It's a bit of a layering technique, really. You need to use a slightly green concealer to knock back the red and then concealer over the top. And another tip that I always share is, you know those little eyeshadow applicators that are sponge that you always chuck out?
Yes.
Keep those because they're really good for covering cold sores. Because they're damp, you don't get the cotton in them. So they're a great, and they soak up any moisture. And then look, you can feel a cold sore coming on, so if you've got a whole lot of gorgeous lipsticks that you don't want to have to chuck out, use a little orange stick and take some colour off the lipstick and use that rather than the bullet of the lipstick on the lip.
Okay, because if you use the lipstick, what, you're just going to keep?
Yeah, well, you can just keep reinfecting it because unfortunately that virus is hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
But you can also use isopropyl alcohol spray, like a cleansing spray on the lipsticks to kill any virus that might be on there. And obviously it's a no-no to share. You know, it's one thing you don't share, beauty product.
Don't be sharing your lipsticks. So now this is the next question. Can I mix products from all skincare ranges without compromising their effectiveness?
Absolutely. Look, it's marketing hype. You know, beauty companies will kill me, probably shoot me to say this. But
and that's your day's number, Trudi.
Yeah, that's my job gone. But you know what? You can, and I do. I mean, it's called cherry picking in the business, and it's a good thing to shake your skin up and use a serum from one range and a moisturiser from another. It is marketing hype to say you've got to use one range.
Okay.
I don't do it. I think you should mix things up.
Just get the good things, from each range. Is it okay to pluck facial hairs? What is the best form of removal?
It's actually not. A lot of people do, and what happens is generally you get a hair that's slightly dark and you freak out and think, oh my God, I'm growing a beard.
I'm growing a beard, get it out.
Single-handedly with one hair.
Yeah.
And what happens is it goes from sort of a soft vellus hair to a terminal hair, and once it's quite dark and wiry, it's really hard to get rid of. So cut them as close as you can to your skin, use hair removal cream, or sign up and have some IPL. It's actually quite reasonably priced, and it does help to reduce hair growth. Unfortunately, with hormones, as you get older, it's hard to get rid of hair altogether, so it's just a process of managing it, really. Okay,
manage the hair.
But don't pluck.
Okay, don't pluck the facial hair. Can I use lip liner as an eyeliner and vice versa?
Well, I do. And it depends on the colour, obviously. Red liner on your eyes can look interesting, but
or black liner on your lips can look interesting, unless you're going for the goth thing.
Yeah, exactly. But there are some really lovely nude brownie colours that suit lips and eyes, and it's actually quite nice to have that tonal makeup look at this time of the year because your skin's a bit paler. I again sharpen the liner, particularly if you've got a cold sore, you don't want to be transferring it to the eye area. So sharpen the liners between use would be, you know, my best advice. But yes, definitely, makeup's fun. Have fun with it.
And that effectively cleans it, wouldn't it? If you're sharpening the liner,
sharpening it cleans it. Just get rid of it. Just give it one turn. You don't want to, you know, sharpen it down to nothing. Yeah. Just give it one turn, and yeah, it's fine.
Excellent. You're full of all the information today. Next question: how often should I need to wash my makeup brushes?
Look, I think if you're sharing them, probably more often, but once a month's probably fine. A lot of those indelible makeups do tend to stick and make the bristles quite stiff because they've got lots of, you know, long-acting pigments in them. But once a month's good, and a lot of people don't realise it, but you should treat your makeup brushes like your hair. You should shampoo and condition them.
Really?
Well, because they're hair. They're bristle hair. So if you actually just use a little bit of shampoo, rinse it out, condition the ends, rinse it out, and don't stand them up when you're drying, because what happens is the water runs down into the wood, and that's what makes the hairs fall out. It actually rots the hair.
So what do you mean? Should lie them down?
Lie them flat on a paper towel in the sun. The sun's great for brushes. It gets rid of bacteria. So yeah, treat them the way you would treat your hair.
See, all the information. I would never have known that. And how long does mascara actually last?
Look, that's the fastest drying product there is, really, and it's because you're pumping it all the time. You're opening it up and pumping air into it to use it. So I reckon about 3 to 5 months. You can sort of start to tell.
It starts to smell a bit funky.
It smells funny, and also it doesn't separate your lashes very well. Have you ever tried a mascara and it goes a bit clumpy?
Yeah.
It doesn't stay wet for very long, so about 3 to 5 months. But it's the pumping of the air in the tube that stops it from, you know, being liquidy. It goes sort of more solid.
Yeah, okay. And what about fragrance then? How do you make that last a bit longer?
Fragrance, keep it out of direct sunlight. a hot steamy bathroom's not great. You know, really, if you want all your fragrances out on your dressing table and the sun's pouring in all day, it's going to make them go off much quicker, because basically most of them are oil and alcohol base. So usually about 6 months. 12 months if you keep them in a dark spot is fine.
Okay, good to know. Hey Trudi, thank you so much.
Oh, pleasure.
Enlightening. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask Trudi, that you'd like to put to her, she is the expert after all, then head to our Facebook page to put them there, and we will pass them on to Trudi. And if you want more from Trudi, you can go to her website, beautyeq.co.nz.